First step that one needs to succeed is to have an impressive website. This is what my company does exceptionally well. I suppose that's why I'm harping on that. If we didn't do it well, I would be talking about something else. Get a website. Here's an example website right at the top. You could click this. You really won't find anything better. Come across as a professional person will always be the number one thing that you must do to succeed in financial sales. So please make sure that's done first and foremost. The second step is having the highest contract for the various companies. At least 37 companies that my company works with, but there are more. There's a lot of competition for you to sell their stuff. There's a lot of competition for recruiters. Insurance companies are trying to recruit recruiters to get stuff in their kitty. You want the most money in your pocket, not the most money in a downline of a downline. When you sell this insurance, get the companies that pay you more because you're the one who is bringing in the money. You're the one who's closing the sale. Get the most money you could possibly get. We do have a contracting portal right here. You'll see all the companies we work with. It'll be the same companies you see on our quote engine. We've got something called the 125 FEX Club. We've got companies such as Mutual of Omaha, Transamerica, Oxford Life, United, Aetna, Royal Neighbors. These companies are paying up to 125% commission. You will not be able to get higher commissions anywhere in this industry. All the money is coming directly from the insurance company. Favorite company, which is called Oxford Life, they are part of 125 FEX Club, Sentinel, United Home Life, Gerber, American General. You've got some guaranteed issue. You've got these guaranteed issue companies such as Gerber and American General. Guaranteed issue companies do pay lower commissions. There's just less work. Submit the application, the person is accepted. The third step is CRM. Not a bad idea since you are selling this stuff over the telephone. Knowing how to use a contact manager, a dialer system. Click here, you'll see quite a few companies that offer that. They go anywhere from $100 to $150 per month. The fourth step, which is the ultimate arbitrator of your success, you need people to speak to. You click here, you have very good information about leads. My company is in the lead business. Please take advantage of the resources that we are offering. We're competing in this business based on getting you the best value out there, and we're not messing around. The fifth step is providing an added service that will make you invaluable, similar to what my company is doing, providing free website, free quote engine, helping you move it up the search engine, etc., at no cost or obligation. This is something that you could be using for your business as well. Older, less sophisticated people, which is what the final expense market is, they're worrying about their death. The thing that they're worrying about is paying for the death, having everything figured out. It's called a will. In the normal circumstances, people go to an attorney. The attorney keeps a copy of the will in their office drawer. This is something that you as an insurance agent could easily do. It's a hyperlink which is showed at the bottom left. DoYourOwnWill.com. It's a free will. You could easily help your client create this will. You could easily print it out for them. You could easily keep it in your file cabinet. You can be the trusted person who has a copy of the will in their file cabinet. There's some interesting stuff here about the cost of dying. 2016, a little over $7,000. I'm sure that goes up every year. Many of you know that in the southern states, people are more prone to put the body in the ground as opposed to less religious places in New England or the Northwest. Here's the sales script. This is my take on the sales script. There may be other takes out there. What I'm showing you is definitely something you should consider for your business. It's a 1-call appointment or a 2-call close. Since you are dealing with less sophisticated people who are lower in income, there are high cancellation rates, generally about 25%, even face-to-face sales on the final expense market. That's why these insurance companies are paying insurance agents to be involved. Over the phone sales, you have to be really careful to not get above that 25%. The quicker you do this, oftentimes the higher cancellation rates you will have, and these will be chargebacks, and this can cause, in fact, it will cause the insurance companies to cancel your contract. Quite a few companies at the end of 2018 that did allow over the phone sales that stopped. There's still a few companies out there for that industry to continue, and this is a sales pitch which could be used both for over the phone sales and appointment setting, which eventually gets you to face. The red is what you say, and the green is the logic behind it. You should be using a marketing data list of people between 55 and 65 who are lower in income, less than $40,000. And here we go. Hello, Mr. Smith. My name is David Gordon of the Senior Alliance of Boca Raton, Florida. You have to say this quick, no pausing. Similar to this video, if it seems a little bit boring, there's a tendency to hang up. Here's the logic behind it. The introduction is to be said rather quickly, no pausing. Pausing allows the potential client to interrupt you. If the client has time to think, then they may wonder why he is allowing you to waste his time. In the meantime, the client is thinking that you are a charity, so the client is giving you the benefit of the doubt. Therefore, the client is not hanging up on you. That's why we use the word Senior Alliance. The largest, most well-known nonprofit charity out there is called AARP. These people are being inundated via mail, anywhere from 60 to 65, by the organization called American Association Retired People, ARP. I would imagine there's a competitor, and they're going to have some sort of name such as Senior Alliance or whatever you come up with. Prospect is wondering why the heck you're calling them. Your job as a salesperson is to answer their qualm. If you wait for the client to say what's bothering him, what's on his mind, he will hang up. Answer his questions before he has a chance. Here's the reason for the call, because of course that's what's on the client's name. Here's the reason for the call. There is a crisis in the community for many who are entering their golden years. These years are really meant to be enjoyed. To say it plainly, many people have not planned properly and their families are being destroyed by the cost of the funeral. It is a tragedy that can easily be prevented. If I pause, the people will hang up, so you have to really concentrate on not pausing. Not a bad idea to say the same sales pitch time after time after time, so it really sounds smooth. In the Senior Alliance of Florida here in Boca Raton are experts in preventing this type of financial hardship. We really are. There are over 50 life insurance companies in Florida that sell a type of insurance that is designed to prevent this type of tragedy. To be honest, I am an expert in this field, and it would be my pleasure to work with you in preparing for the inevitable. You see a new paragraph there, but if you pause, the people will hang up, so keep that in mind. Make your voice somewhat entertaining. Know the sales pitch backwards and forwards so you could play with your tongue so it's interesting. The salesman continues talking. It just seems smart to plan ahead to prevent bad things from happening, Mr. Smith. I'm sure that you agree with me, right? The answer is right. You see it's in a different color here. Here's the logic behind it. It's still the beginning of the cold call. Don't have the client say much or he will think and then hang up. The first time that the client speaks, it should be right. I'm repeating this over and over because it's that important. Don't give the client the time to think he'll hang up. He's going to hang up if he thinks. Obviously, you're interrupting him doing something, and he's going to realize that he's being interrupted. So don't let the person have that opportunity to think. The salesman continues talking. I'm glad to know we may be working together. I will use my vast knowledge in this business to do what is right for you. You should know that I am a licensed insurance agent in the state of Florida for over 10 years and really know this market. New paragraphs, but again, if you pause, the person will hang up. Whether you are completely healthy or have a major medical problem, I know the insurance that can cover you. I have access and knowledge of literally the entire industry. Thank you for working with me, Mr. Smith. Let me ask you a few questions so I can get to you the exact proposal that is best for you. Is that okay? Maybe better to answer it, that is correct? Boom, boom. Let the client talk, let the client be your friend. The personal questions that you will need to get a quote and make an appointment will only occur if the client likes you. You came across very strong initially. Now ease up and be his friend. At this point, you can ease up and have the client speak. Your job is to get basic information to make the appointment and sell him something. If you sound good and don't pause, no one hangs up to you at this point. Here are the questions. Mr. Smith, the following is the basic information that I need to get an exact quote for your insurance coverage. I need your exact name. I have John Smith. Is that right? The word right is better than an open-ended question because there's less thought in his brain. Your birth date, if you have that birth date, of course, say it. Do you smoke? You feel he doesn't smoke, you say, hey, you don't smoke, right? Boom, it's just a little better. Do you have any medical condition? Do you take any medications for that? I don't think it's a good idea to collect the client's exact medications over the phone on the first call or even ever. Just get the medical issues that the medicines are used for. Have the client be prepared to show you their prescription list when you meet them or on the second phone call when you close a sale over the telephone. phone. According to my data, your address is 123 Main Street. Is that right? Right. Mr. Smith, normally this medical conditions in this birth kit is sent over to our medical underwriting department to present to you the exact insurance company that will offer you the best value. Based on my experience and knowledge in this business, I actually know the insurer that will be recommended to you. Let's cut to the chase. Let's sit down and allow me to present you an insurance policy that will give you tremendous peace of mind and make your life better. In fact, I am in your area of Miami Beach all of next week. Would Monday be good or would Tuesday be better? Monday, great. Is morning good, afternoon better? Let me give you my name, phone, office, cell, website, email. Do you have a pen and paper handy? Get them to write it down. My name is David Gordon, Sam Jones, cell phone 555-1213, email, personal, address, everything you could possibly think of, have the person write down. If they ask who the Senior Alliance is, mention it is associated with smithagency.com. Hopefully you'll have a website on your own domain name. Mr. Smith, I will send you an email confirmation as well. What is your email? What is your cell phone? Or your cell phone is if he gave it to you before. Great. We will meet at 10 a.m. next Monday, October 5th. Mr. Smith, I really do appreciate you giving me the opportunity to help you with sort out this very important issue. That's a one-call appointment. If the appointment is a few days away, send a regular letter to introduce yourself as well as email, SMS, whatever you could do to make the client feel more comfortable. People make $700, $800, $900, $1,000, $1,500 on these type of sales. Spend the money on U.S. Post if the appointment is a few days away.